Being a frugal minimalist is something that I've just kind of grown into over the last few years after finding minimalism and already being a frugal person, raised that way. And it's just something that has really saved us a lot of money and helped reduce waste, just made us happier overall. So in today's video, I have for you 5 frugal minimalist hacks that will not only save you money, but might reduce stress and definitely will reduce waste. But before we get started, if you are new here, my name is Jennifer, and on this channel I talk about saving money and leading a simple life. I'm also documenting our journey to paying off our home by the year of 2024 and ultimately being financially independent. So if any of that interests you, make sure you click on that subscribe button. The first thing to do is always ask for a discount, a promotion, a coupon, always. Do not feel embarrassed by doing so, and do not care if there's 5 people behind you in line. If you're starting a new utility, always ask what the newest deal or promotion is. If you have current utilities, such as your phone or your internet or cable, if you still have that, call and see if there's a new deal or promotion that you might be eligible for. You could end up saving hundreds of dollars every single month. And hey, you know what I also think is if they are not willing to give you maybe the price of a new person and you've been with them for 5 years, then it might be time to move on to somebody else altogether. If you're at the checkout at a clothing store in particular, or anywhere where there could be a discount coupon in a normal Sunday circular, always ask. You don't always have to have it with you. A lot of times you will see that these cashiers will have the coupon at the front and they'll just scan it. But sometimes they won't scan it unless you ask for it. So always ask. I have saved a lot of money. In particular, I just bought a new backpack to go take with my daughter whenever we go places because inevitably she jumps in muddy puddles like Peppa Pig and there needs to be an outfit change or something. And I went to Belk and I found a backpack that was amazing. It was already on clearance. And I went and I said, do you guys have any coupons today? She said, no. But now if you download the app, you could pull up a coupon. So I got an additional 30% off. I ended up getting that backpack for $18 when it was originally $58. That's a deal. The second frugal minimalist hack is when you're online shopping, do not hit save when it asks you to save your email and password or your credit card information. Do not hit save on your computer. Your computer will oftentimes prompt that. Why do we do that? Well, it is going to create larger roadblocks. So what happens is if it's easy for you to check in on something or check out on something on a website, whether or not it's, Amazon.com or, any other site that it is, if there's the matter of least resistance, you're going to go ahead and do it. What you need to do is create as much resistance as possible between you and the thing and see if you actually want it. If you really, really want it or need it, you're going to jump through hoops. What's going to happen is you're going to forget what password that you had, which is great. You didn't save the password. So now you got to hit reset. So it's going to send you an email and you're going to get a new password and you're going to hit reset. Now, one or two things is going to happen. You're going to go through with the purchase and go through all those hoops. Or number 2, you're going to get annoyed because the email's not going to come through in time. It's going to take forever and you start thinking, maybe I don't want this thing. I don't want it enough to jump through these hoops or to wait to get my email password. Maybe it's a good thing. That way you can really have the time to let it settle in and let those little things, that voice in the back of your head start to say, do you really need this? Do you really need this? That has happened to me many times. Create that resistance. Don't save your credit card information or your login information, if at all possible. Number 3 may be controversial, but I want to talk about it. And it is sometimes you need to hire out to somebody else because it's going to save you more money in the long run. For instance, accounting and taxes. If you're starting out and you go and do one online, that's fine. But as you get older, you have more assets, you have different incomes coming in. hiring out an accountant can actually save you money. They go to school and they read these books, tax code books, for a reason. It is so that they can save you money and make sure you aren't doing something to put you in hot water regarding your taxes. This is also something with mowing your lawn. You might be able to hire it out to a neighborhood kid. What it's going to do is free up your weekends to spend time with your family because you work hard. You work 60 hours a week. Money isn't always about cash in your hand. It's about life and time as well. I mean, think about it. We choose to, give up time to make money. Well, sometimes we have to spend money to get back time. If it's somebody who's taking care of your yard or maybe cleaning your house, those might be larger expenses, but or they might be something you hadn't thought about. But at a certain point, depending upon what your life is, your lifestyle is, if it's something that, you spend all your waking moments coming home to clean your house, the little bit of time you do have outside of your kids' activities, school, PTA, work, driving people around, and you don't ever have time for yourself, at what point is it more beneficial? And doing such a thing could also help out somebody else that has a cleaning business or has a yard maintenance business or an accounting firm. I'm sure you can think of others. So again, this might seem controversial and it might not be for everybody. That's okay. But it's just something that you might have to give yourself permission to think about, that you could save more money or valuable time in the future. The next one is to shut off social media. Over a year ago, I deleted Facebook. I had Instagram deleted completely. The only time I go online is on YouTube, and I don't consider myself YouTube social media because I go on it for entertainment and learning, mostly learning, and it's not the same. I'm not constantly checking in to see if there's something new. For me, it's not how YouTube works. What I find is I am living so much more of a peaceful life. I did not realize how much it was disrupting me, how much it was making me think that what I had in life wasn't enough. And it can do that to you. It can make you not feel perfect. It can make you feel bad because somebody tracked their run and they ran 3 miles 3 days this week, and you have yet to put your running sneakers on to get out the door. You know how they put that ad or that pop up where they went. Or you didn't have as lavish of a vacation. Or for me, I went through infertility, and to this day, seeing somebody who's pregnant and has had children naturally and gone through, has no problem, it's easy for them, it still hurts me. Even though I am happy for them, it still hurts me. So there are certain triggers and things that you're seeing on social media that you might not think about. Keeping up with somebody you went to high school with, to me, isn't worth it. And what we don't realize is the effect that these things have on our spending, on our, again, time that we're taking and putting into them so that somebody else can make money, and we can lose that last hour, 2 hours, and not do something that could better us or spend time with our child to create memories. And number 5 is to audit your finances. Go through them with a fine-tooth comb. What are you currently spending? What subscriptions do you currently have? What memberships do you currently have? Life changes. We all change. And sometimes we, rather than going somewhere and canceling a gym membership or a massage membership, I used to have one of those, believe it or not, years ago. It's just, that's annoying, and we just keep paying for them and we don't use them. There's some percentage of gym memberships that people have great intentions, but they never go. And the gyms are half empty, and most of their members and most of where they get their money don't even come in the door. When life changes, even if life doesn't change or you don't see life changing, audit your expenses at least quarterly. What you're going to find is you may no longer be interested in shows on Hulu. You may have started a new job and can't even watch cable television ever. All you end up turning on is Netflix. There are so many things that you might have that you not realize you need to go ahead and cancel. So set up a calendar reminder every quarter to do an audit. It's just super simple. Go through your bank account, whether it's a credit card or a debit card that you use for those reoccurring expenses, and see if they are still important to you, if they're still valid for your time in life. So that is my 5 frugal minimalist hacks for you. I thought you might enjoy it and get something out of them. If you kind of tend to be more frugal minimalist, what's a hack that you know of? Put it down in the comments below. I love to read them and I know you do too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you back for more videos.